for presenting his topic on achieving One Health through water health. Before he starts, I request the co-chairman, Dr. Sirish Nigam, to introduce the speaker.
Biodata is here. So Dr. Santosh Hire is very active in the industry. He is coming from veterinary in poultry, VIP, for which he is right now General Secretary. And he has worked in a career path with companies like Vanke's, Ranbaxy, Avitech, Jubilant. And from 2017, he started his own marketing company, which is having Pan India presence. Santosh, as I mentioned, is secretary founder of VIP, which is very active and connecting among veterinarians. He is eminent veterinarian by World Sark Vet Association 2023, Best Startup by Victim Bangkok 2024, and Innovation Award by SR Publication 2024, and BV Rao National Excellence Veterinarian Award by Pashudhan Prahari 2024. Dr. Santosh Ire, we welcome you and floor is open for your deliberation. Thank you.
Hello. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Good morning, everyone. And thanks, Verma sir, Dean sir, and the entire viewer and WFA team for giving this opportunity. Humble beginning as per our Wings to Innovation. Verma sir, we are already on the innovation. We are playing 2020 matches in cricket and social media. We are on the reels. Okay, hardly 1 minute. So here also we have only 15 to 20 minutes. So now presentations are also become a good and crisp. So yeah. So I thanks again. So I have in hand 900 seconds to be precise. Moving ahead, as a One Health is an important topic, talking everywhere, and it's a need of the hour. So I will go with the important aspect, the nutrient called water, which is most neglected and important. But we forgot all those things. Always we forgot the heroes. Like the nutrient is a forgotten hero, I will always say. One head, we mean about environmental health, animal health, and the human health. It includes the one health, which is crucial for us. This our planet. It's not only the humans. So importance of water, as I talk, it is the most neglected nutrients. But why it is important? If you look at the WHO figures, approximately 2.2 billion peoples they manage without the safe waters. So it's a big number. Approximately 80% of the foodborne infections they come through the water mainly. Surprising figures. Still, people are not getting the safe water. Now, what is the safe water? It is a clean water? No. It is a treated water? No. Safe water means it should be free from the any pathogens, MSPs, or any of the harmful materials. It should not be there. So why? Why we are lagging behind this? If particularly if I have referred myself to the poultry, there are n number of factors which we are not considering, and now these become the challenges to the poultry. And not the sad part is we are not noticing them. There is no complete solution as of now. Whatever we're giving, these are the treatments, okay, but not complete. What I mean about the complete, I will explain you. We are using traditional ways of the disinfection or the sanitation of the water. Chalta hai. This is a killing approach to many industries, and obviously, we are not none other. So this approach is more dangerous. Okay, bird mar raha hai kya? Performance ho raha hai, hamper ho raha hai kya? So we are still sticking to those points only. Sadly, too much of price concern. We think about the nanotechnology. We think about the all modern technologies. We talk about the AI. Finally, कितने में है? Still in the year of कितना देती है? क्या कितना देती है यार? If you want the safety, if you want the some comfort, if you want the efficiency, and still you're talking about the kitna deti. The same approach still majority of the circumstances. Yes, it is important, but I will say it should be the economical. It should match the ROI. So that mentality is still here in India. It will be there, but it should be little modified to the economical rather than the cheap. Farm to farm, person to person, company to company, there is a variation about the suggestions and all those things. We have different sources of water. Either it may be pond, river, or bore wells, or the tankers, somewhere else. Those are different, but still we have the only one solution, and we'll go with that. Then irregularities and inconsistency in the testing the water samples. We taste the water samples once in a while, maybe in 15 days or a month, and we say अभी तो टेस्ट किया था, अभी क्या टेस्ट करना है? हम लोग daily feeding the water to the birds, and we are checking at the monthly levels. Is it fair? No. There is no cross-check mechanism ki whether what I am giving and what I am treating my water, is it correct or not? And the sadly, there is no standards about that. Like if you talk about the nutrition, we have parameters. We say, okay, these are metabolic energy, these are amino acid level, these are proteins. Fine. Those are the standards. But water, there are no standards. And that to be for the daily checking, no, sorry. सो नो रिकॉर्ड कीपिंग एज वेल. अगर मुझे चेक करना है कि मेरा कल का पानी कैसे था या मेरा लास्ट बैच का वाटर कैसे था, आई डोंट हैव एनी रिकॉर्ड. आई से नो, तभी टेस्ट किया था. विल पुल अप सम सैंपल्स एंड विल से ओके दीज आर द रिपोर्ट्स. So there are certain best practices which had been now following, that we have to check the regular water testing, proper water placements in a shade, regular cleaning and maintenance of the shade tanks and the channels. Then monitoring water consumption is also an important part. Providing shade and ventilation to the storage tanks, that is also important. Chlorination of water is also one of the important part. Offering cooling treatment is also important. Supplementing the trace supplements through the water and change of the impure chlorine in the water. There are certain, and more important, all these parameters should be considered, and we are doing that. So these are the challenges we face and some of the standard practices. Now, what are the available solutions in terms of the machineries of the technologies? So there are some of the sand filters, RO, shiny softeners, UV, ozone, some chlorine preparations, some acidifiers, some other solutions. So thanks to all of them and all of the persons behind them for providing this, at least we are doing something. But these all solutions are incomplete. Incomplete, I mean, is there is no cross-check mechanism. If I am the supplier of any of these, I say use my product or use my machineries like this. But whether the machinery is working, what I claim, we don't check, or there is no cross-check mechanism. Second, there is no record keeping. If I say, okay, my machine is work like that and it will deliver, is there is any proof whether what I am saying, what my machine or what my solution is doing? No. So those are incomplete parameters about the record keeping, the assurance, and keeping the uh, quality parameters checks. No, we are not doing that. Now, over to this, we come up with the one complete innovations. I am the globally marketing partner for that. There is a brain behind this. He is an chief engineer for the Coca-Cola water treatment plant. He's from the engineer background. Accidentally, I met and we worked together for almost a year to tell him about the poultry or our need and how the water is important. Being we are into the food chain, we are talking about EMR and food safety, all those things. So these are the important factors we come up with. Finally, they can you please remove this marking? So they come up with one robust solutions which gives the complete solutions. That is called the BoomOx, and this is patented also. Now, this is a blueprint of the whole entire system, how it works and how it does. So I will explain that with the actual picture. If you look at there's a point at the entrance. This installation has to be done into the outlet pipe to the overhead tank, from where it will goes to the shade tank. Now, there is one outlet pipe towards the shade. From that, we have to install and make a U loop. The first part is that blue cap you're looking at, that is a filter. That filter uh, applied for the organic matter filtrations. The second green part is that is water improver. Water improver again based on the nanotechnology that breaks down the hardness causing ions into the nanoparticles. Those nanoparticles will remain into, because minerals and dissolved solids TDS are important to the birds also, but it should not be beyond certain limits. If you check at the TDS of the coconut water, it is 3,500 approximately, and still we drinking as a treatment. But there we are much more bother about the TDS. That water improver that break down the hardness causing ions into the nanoparticle. So you remain the minerals will remain into the water, but it will not have that hard effect. Next to that, there is a one flow center in a black mark, flow sensor. Another, there is a pressure meter. The blue box, the green box, biggest, there is a control panel that is the head or the brain of this machine. And there is one more activation chamber. The first part down the line, there is a ORP sensors. First black part near two cans, and another is a pH sensors. So these we have to set the target to the control panel, what ORP and what pH I needed. So ORP we have to set around 700 because WHO recommended if you keep the ORP is oxidation potential reduction. ORP 650 plus at the bird level, there is 100% disinfection of the water. And so we have to keep the set point 700 in the machine at the shade level, tank level, and pH, whatever may be the pH we required. If we maintain the ORP, pH can be even 7 is also good, 7.5 is also good. Still, we maintain around 6.5 at the machine level so that it will goes up to 6.8 to 7 at the shade level. Brain automatically sense whenever there is a water flow, it automatically sense the how much is the ORP of the source water and how much is the pH. Accordingly, it will take the dosage of these two chemicals that provided, and it will maintain the ORP and the pH. Now, this is modus operandi of the machine. Now, this is a machine. How I came to know whether this is working or not? So we keep first IoT device into the machine that use every day a record of each hour. For this hour, how much is your ORP, how much is your pH, and if there is any fault, it will send you the message. If you look at that pictures, that is board. I mean, that is a summary of the day. Every hour, it shows you what is working or not. That is the first cross-check mechanism. In the down the side, you see another display that is a monitor that has been installed into the shed. So there also we keep another IoT device. So you will get two mails. One is from the machine, another is from the shed. So you have the cross check at okay at treated water. These are my levels, and at the shed level these are my levels. Also, the person inside the shed, he should also know what is exact status. So given the display monitor, he can also watch what is the current status of my water. If any fault, any problem, the machine will immediately send you the message to the registered mobile number, and he can immediately rectify. There is no maintenance cost to this. Okay, zero maintenance cost. Only after 3 months or 4 months, we have to calibrate the sensors. We provide the buffer solution, dip it and fix it. That's it. Recurring cost is only related to those two chemical solutions. One is chlorine oxide that we provide. That is also patented and FDA approved. Only chlorine oxide available in India is with a patent. So, and that doses are also very minimum. Last week we were discussing. So the costing per day costing for the 25,000 liter is around 1,000 rupees per day for the 25,000 liter, including the both solutions. So the recurring cost is also not much. Now there are two ways to compare your cost. One is without standard, another is with standard. What I mean about the without standard, whatever we are giving now, those are as recommendations from the suppliers. Okay, supply recommend use this much ml of for 1,000 liter, use this much of tablet, use my machines like that. There is no cross-check mechanism. We are just using how much it will, how long it will remain if my pH comes down or ORP. No one is checking the ORP. That is another chat part. So how long and how much we are not checking. Still we are counting the price as a my inclusion price. Another is a price with a standard. Standard means okay, I claim your ORP should be 650 at the bird level, pH should be 6.5 at the bird level for 24/7. That is a standard. So whether this maintaining or not, that we have to check. So these both costing without standard and costing with standard is almost same, slightly higher than the non-standards. But still it helps. This is the modus operandi what I explained. Now, why ORP and pH is important? The chlorine, usually we measure the chlorine in a ppm. But chlorine, these are comes in two parts. When you mix into the water, there is a formation of the chlorine oxide gas. That chlorine oxide gas dissolve in water, and that makes its role. So whatever left behind is a chlorine, and that chlorine ppm we count. Okay, and that ppm is a residue. It will not help because that chlorine ppm has been done his work, that chlorine gas, and not left behind is chlorine. So it is not much useful. What important is the dissolved chlorine dioxide, and that helps to measure the ORP in a millivolt. That ORP is important. That should be measured. Whatever existing available solution across India, I have seen the ORP has been maintained by many of the ways. The best way is to through the taps or the chlorine oxide. It can be achieved up to 600 or 650 with a increase in a dose, but it will remain only for 3 hours, 4 hours, for 6 hours, like that. But with this our patented CO2, it will remain 24 by 7 or till the water, medicated water get exhaust. Same is for the pH also. It has to be maintained for the long time. So sustainability is important criteria, and doing it worse is another criteria. We are achieving that. So these are the uniqueness of
One
this
minute
BoomOx,
now.
which I have explained, and that I have already explained to you. These are the important parameters, how it works and why it works. I like to draw your attention about the contact time, that is a 60 second. Any chlorine oxide use, it has to be give almost half an hour to 1 hour. But within a 60 second, we activate because of that activation chamber inside the control panel. And look at the killing percentage, almost 99.99% about all these bacteria. All these are present in the water. So these are the certifications which are achieved for all of your machineries and all those things. All are patented and FDA approved. This all about. Thank you very much. I saved 23 seconds out of my 900 seconds. Thanks.
Uh, Thank you, Dr. Santosh.
Yeah.
You have touched upon a very, very critical issue, which is most of the time neglected. So when we talk about nutrition, we talk about everything other than water.
Yes.
But most of the nutrition books, they talk about water first, then they come to other things. So here, whatever are the operations, whether it is human life or the livestock or the poultry, everywhere which is very important, critical issue, because it is not only the water quality should talk about, we should talk about the water safety first. Now, when we put together the safety and the quality, it becomes a real challenge, whether it is water for drinking or whether the water used in processing of chicken or whether it is for the cleaning purpose of the premises. Now, everywhere it is important. But now, whenever we talk about it, we talk in terms of the drinking water standards. So we have that old system of E. coli and we have the Durham tubes and gas production that has been taught from 40, 50 years when even I was a student. Still, the things hold good. But not this industrial, era of our country. One of the most important things we neglect is the residues. The
Valid point, sir.
heavy metal residues, the pesticide residues, etc. Now we talk about water in Coca-Cola. It is not that Coca-Cola concentrate is getting those residues from America when it is coming. So it is coming from our water. So similarly, so here now we have gone to the extent of putting a RO plant and making things water which is good. Second thing is about we are having the practice of putting almost all medications in water, and so the water quality becomes much more important. It is the hydrogen ion concentration which is going to be paramount important because of the interaction with whatever we are going to put. So now, whatever we have shown, once the material is processed and goes, we have to ensure what is the cross contamination during the supply. So you have touched upon a very nice thing, and the topic is open for
Thank you, sir.
discussion. I invite one or two important questions so we can discuss on that. So I think Dr. Santosh has done his job very elaborately. Thank you very much for your wonderful presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for providing opportunity. Thanks to chairman, co-chairman, and reporters. Thanks again. Thanks, audience.
So the next speaker is